the Seder Soul Sailing. I wasn't gonna do a video today because it's a beautiful day and the water is so nice here. I've been swimming all day and I've been swimming and exercising. I meant to clean the bathroom. Hola, hang on just a second. Someone's trying to sell me some octopus or lobster or something. Ah, ah, para un momento, trabajando ahora en mi teléfono. Ah, no tengo tiempo. Lo siento. Agua. No, sí, es trabajando en mi teléfono ahora. Gracias. Yeah, somebody wanted some water, and I would have gladly given them some water, but I guess I don't even know if I'm going to get any viewers on this, because yesterday I got a notice that I was like banned from Google social media for that I had to reboot my channel or something like that. So I don't know. This might not just be shadow banned. This might be completely goddamn banned. And I should probably just given the guy a glass of water so somebody's watching. Anyway, I feel bad about that now. That's too bad. I made a mistake, especially since I don't think anybody's going to see this thing. So I think I'll just make it quick. I decided to pick a really rough topic because I figured if this video doesn't get canned by the Epstein class that controls social media, nothing will. Right? So I see somebody found their way here. Anyway, it was a little bit of an experiment just to see if this thing's getting out there at all. And so anyway, let's see what the cards have to say about that. And I think I might make it quick since I probably banned down. I'll go from I had 4,000K. I had like 4,183 the other day, and yesterday I was told I was being banned, and I still got. It said something weird happened. I got like 360 views, which was not bad for nobody, lunatic old man on a boat, right? Ranting and raving about stuff and reading tarot cards, but it was quite a bit down for what it has been in recent days. So let's see. I guess I get people on here. So yeah, if you're finding this, if you find it interesting, give it a like. Anyway, like I said, I decided to pick the most controversial subject on there. Oh hey, my first mate came to interject herself in this. She's a sweet cat. Man, I love that cat. I mean, I love all my pets I've ever had. This one's kind of unique. Those people out there fishing are the folks I just didn't get water for because I was busy doing this, and now I feel guilty because I have water, I've got a water maker here. Anyway, I will, like I said, I was just really. This is an exercise to see how badly I've been banned on this platform. And I'm getting banned, so if you see this, if you like it, give it a like. Get my high-tech studio filled with water. I've got a friend. He's a film producer. He's really good. He's a super cool guy. He hooked me up with my first ayahuasca ceremony many years ago. In his studios, if you see the photo we have on our cover, like the photo that the Seder Soul Sailing photo. That was actually a photo he made in his studio, which was let's just say he's got better equipment than a cheap Guatemalan Google phone and a Motorola phone and a jar of water. Uh, I would love to make movies with that guy someday. But oh, I forgot one little thing. I guess this is kind of necessary here. It's the tarot cards. So let's see what the cards have to say. So what I'm wondering about today, the wind is changing direction, and I don't know that I'm going to have good light anywhere. So I guess you guys don't seem to care if you could see me or not. And honestly, I'm not much to look at, so I don't really blame you. Oh, I guess this will work. So this guy, Astrologer Joe, he's pretty good. I like him. He's one of the few astrologers I still watch, and he did a video today about the same stuff we've been talking about. We've been asking the cards about, and he was just out there and talking about it, about the Greater Israel Project. I mean, this is really what they're trying to do. You know, they basically they want to kill off all the Arabs and all the Persian people in the region, all the Kurds, everybody, and they want to take everything. Basically, goddamn, you know, it's a rough. You know, I've worked in the publishing industry for like 25 years, and I worked with a lot of television people, worked with television producers and high-level people in the publishing world, in the magazine world, in books, and there is so. I think part of the philosophy of being a chosen people is that and there might be something to this, that there was a genetically engineered class of humans, like it's assuming we're all genetically engineered. Axis of Epstein, yep. Who were actually genetically engineered to be overseers for the rest of the human slave herd. And that's kind of what they called the chosen people. And there's some, you know, there's this got a long history. This has been around for a long time. It's just you can't talk about it, you know. So and you get into a certain level of hierarchy in any kind of communications industry. You're going to run into like the Harvey Weinsteins of the world. I mean, just, you know, just really scum. I mean, and it isn't. I mean, it's probably the royal families are the same. That friggin' royal family in Norway, for God's sakes. Talk about the Jeffrey Epstein class. You know, in Norway, they're actually they've had a bill before their parliament for many years, to abolish the royal, the hierarchy, the monarchy. My partner created a tarot deck called the Lighthouse Tarot. Keep trying. Thank you. I'd love to see your partner's your Lighthouse deck. I'm kind of partial to anything related to the sea. So anyway, Astrologer Joe, he did a good video this morning about this. I would go check it out if you got a moment. Wow, there's a whole bunch of boats coming in here. I don't know if they're getting ready to go heading down to go across the canal or what, but I would love to be out sailing. I got a couple of things left to do. I'm waiting for somebody to come and fix my radar. And I also need to fix my wind instrument, so which I want to I need to do that before I can cross the Atlantic, and we'll get that. So a bunch of you are watching. Are you a Jew hater? No, I'm not a Jew hater. I love Jewish people, but you know, a lot of those people aren't really Jewish. They're Polish. You know, they're Ukrainian. They're they the people that are in Israel. And you know what? I have not had good luck with people from Israel. I had a crew one time, a crew member that was from Israel, and he was a tank commander in the IDF, and he had and he couldn't navigate. He absolutely couldn't navigate. He ran us aground so many times. Am I a Christian? I'd call myself an agnostic. I'm a, I, I, I try to, I try to achieve Christ consciousness. I don't believe in any religions. I wouldn't assign my personal sovereignty to any political party or any religion. GFC just because people criticize. I'll let you guys have work this out amongst yourself. You seem to be handling it all right. So, was Israel the greatest mistake ever made into humanity, or are they going to achieve their greater Israel project and pretty much take over the entire region, which they believe is theirs because Yahweh gave it to some people that weren't even related to them, I guess. There's a big old boat, big old catamaran backing up, and looks like it's setting anchor, but I don't see an anchor line out in front of it. So I keep an eye on when people set anchor anywhere near me. I keep an eye on how they get set up and how they how much scope they got out, because you know they could slam into me if weather gets weird, and the weather has gotten weird lately. I think, I don't know, we all do it a little bit differently. I think I would have put my bridle on before I set the hook, but I guess hopefully they're not putting out too much chain, because they're pretty close to me. If they put out like more than 150, 200 feet, we could have a little bit of a scuffle out here in a bad storm. So anyway, is the Greater Israel Project gonna work? Are they gonna manage to eliminate all the Arab and Persian people from the region, all the Palestinians, are they gonna? Is their genocide program going to succeed, or are they? Are we going to wake up and realize what a god-awful mistake it was? You know what Albert Pike said about World War? Well, I don't actually. Christ consciousness don't hate any race. Yeah, absolutely. I don't hate any race. I'm just not a big fan of certain practices like stealing land and genocide and criminal occupation of somebody else's property. I'm not a big fan of pedophilia, and that's a real thing. I mean, the Israeli right of return, a lot of pedophiles that are dual citizens are using that to escape prosecution for pedophilia. It's like, so, it's like, I'm not against any religion, or I would not impose my personal sovereignty on anybody else, but people that are pedophiles and protecting pedophiles and benefiting from controlling governments through pedophiles are that they're imposing on the personal sovereignty of children. They're of non-consenting children, and children can't consent because they're children. We're supposed to protect them, not sodomize them and sacrifice them to Moloch or whatever Baal or whatever demonic freaking creature we worship. So I don't hate, but we don't have to hate, but if we allow this stuff to continue, if we allow the Epstein class to continue ruling Washington D.C. and Israel and the Vatican and the royal families of Europe, then we are imposing on the personal sovereignty of the children that they torture and molest and probably sacrifice in satanic rituals. So, yeah, so you love children? Don't let this shit continue. But are we going to let it continue or not? A lot of you are watching. If you're not watching out of sheer anger, uh, yes, it is Iran versus the Epstein regime, and I mean not that Iran is a saintly country either. But it's a low bar, not to being a better country than a country that protects pedophiles and uses pedophilia to control other governments and slaughters children and takes land. It's not hard to be better than that. I mean, you can be a shitty theocracy that deserves to be thrown over because of the way you treat your people, and still be better than Israel. It's like I said, it's a low bar. So anyway, if you're not totally pissed off about all this, and a bunch of you are watching, why don't you click the like button? And if you can, share it, subscribe and share it, because we're getting banned, like terribly banned. We're just getting horribly banned. So are we going to expose history's greatest mistake, or are we going to allow them to slaughter all the people they need to slaughter to create the Greater Israel Project? And there's the signifier, and that's domestic happiness. That's like so that's a good sign. It's like this is not the kind of place that allows pedophiles to rule it. And here's the overall situation, and that's absolutely where we're at right now, because this is terrible what's happening. It's terrible, the U.S. Military that's getting killed and destroyed. It's terrible what's happening to the American taxpayers who are having to fund this insane quest for a greater Israel. And it's really terrible for the people we're attacking. I mean, the good example is that girls' school that got bombed. So yeah, it's a pretty heartbreaking situation. And here's the gateway, and this is how we get out of this. This is how we improve the situation, and that is through compassionate leadership of ourselves. When I say leadership, I don't mean trading one pedophile, like my pedophile president's better than your pedophile president. It's like, I don't even want to have that argument. It's like, no, how about we just get rid of the Epstein class entirely? They have us hooked, line and sinker. Well, let's try to change that. They have Trump the fastest ear healed. Yeah, no shit. As far as I don't know why, but when I saw Trump, that assassination thing, it was what, in 2024. I was Victoria and I were living in Antigua, Guatemala, and I looked at that and I thought, I just said, I knew he's going to be that. Here's what I think happened with that. I think they realized how badly they screwed the pooch with Biden. I honestly think there was no chance he was going to be president when he shit his pants in the beaches of Normandy and got led away by his wife. So, and where is the root of Toro? We'll do some talk about that sometime. But my root card is coming up now. Here's the root card, and this is what everything is based on, and that's chaos. So anyway, I think they put in Kamala Harris because they just decided, okay, Trump's our least bad option. We've got the video. We found the videotapes, the video that Epstein made that we can use to control him now and make him do whatever Bibi Netanyahu tells him to do. We have the evidence we need to make him pursue the Greater Israel Project, and then they said, well, how do we guarantee he wins? I don't run Kamala Harris. That might do the trick, It's anyway. Here's the present moment, and that is waking up from a nightmare. So we're in a heartbreak situation. This whole thing is built on. So yeah, we're in a heartbreaking situation. This whole thing is built on chaos, and but on the plus side, we're waking up from a nightmare, and that's not, we're we're still in danger, but and here's the psychological future, um, and that's putting our craft into practice. This is practicing what we preach. Real bad case of TDS. Uh, I don't even know what TDS means. Um, I'm not too worried about it though. Um, I'm not. I'm not. I don't. I'm not a big fan of the medical system if it's some sort of a medical thing, because I think it's all bullshit. And here is the future, and that's the hermit, and that's we're going to get to a place we need to practice compassionate leadership, each and every one of us. That's the Queen of Wands as the gateway. And that'll lead us to a place of solitude where we can reflect and figure out what to do with our own power. Because we're powerful, powerful things. We're powerful creatures. I need whatever you've ever smoked. Nah, you don't need it. I mean, it. Sometimes plant medicine is helpful, but most of the time it's just a diversion and escape. I think I've told you this story before, but um, I'd been doing a lot of mushrooms, and about 4 years ago. Yeah, it was about 4 years ago. I'd been doing like heroic doses every the on the solstices and the equinoxes. And then about 4 years ago, about the equinox of 2022, I did a heroic dose, and I felt good. I had a nice time, but I didn't get any information. And I asked Pachamama, I said, why didn't you talk to me? Why didn't you come to me? And that's the only information she gave me. She said, because I've told you what I needed to tell you. Now it's time for you to get out and put what I've told you into practice. So you don't need anything. Sometimes you don't need tarot cards. You don't need me. You just need the decency that you have in your own heart. Um, and this is our fears. Now, again, we're afraid of owning our own strength. We're afraid of being our own leaders. We're afraid of owning our personal sovereignty. We're afraid of our own power. And you know what? I believe that humans, I don't mean the genetically engineered ones that were designed to be our overseers. Um, there's something really weird about that if you study history. All the people that have been in positions of power, like Harvey Weinstein, like great power, he had great power over Hollywood. They've been just ungodly um, sexual predators. They've been just like monstrous, just absolutely monstrous. And I've read that the race that the Elohim, the aliens or whatever, what we thought were gods back in the day, I've read that they're very difficult to control. That they're good at controlling the human slave herd, the human loose herd, but they're very difficult to control themselves because they're such animals. They're so like they have such animalistic sex drives that they just rape everything. I mean, good Lord, look at some of the photos that are coming out from the Epstein files. I mean, these are really coming out from the Epstein files. Hi, um, and it's hideous. It's like. I mean, it's people like Bill Clinton and Donald Trump engaged in these photos. It's like, holy shit. And it's just animalistic, grotesque crudity. It's I love to paint nudes. I do nude. I love to paint nude women, but I always very careful not to do it in like a pornographic pose. I always look for something that's got a beauty that speaks to my heart, not something that just makes me want to hump it like Harvey Weinstein humped everything. Um, The yeah, James Joyce. He said he said the difference between um, like erotic art and pornography was pornography made you want to possess it, made you want to do to it what Harvey Weinstein did to pretty much everybody that got within 3 feet of him, apparently, um, rape them, you know? And he said what real art is when you look at it and you get this overwhelming sense of beauty, you reach a state of aesthetic arrest. It's just like, it's just so beautiful, it stops you. And um, somebody, okay, it's lame. Oh, I didn't say it wasn't, you know. Um, the but there's so you know it's and also major Zionists own much of like Pornhub and OnlyFans, and these are like big time Zionists that own this, like major contributors, major key players in the whole Israeli Greater Israel project. Love from Ireland. Oh, hey, Dublin. Where are you? Looks beautiful. I'm in Panama right now, and Karen O'Connor. I'm hoping to be in Ireland by maybe May or June on right aboard my boat here, if they let me in. they, uh, the Yeah, I'm gonna sail from Bermuda to Ireland, and then I'm gonna sail to Scotland and go across the canals. Hopefully, I'll have my better half will be joining me for that trip. So it'll be me and the decent part of me, the better part of me. And here's the astrological energies right now, and that is security. That is that is um, yeah. I think hopefully this is looking good. And here's our desires. We want fate. We want karma to play out. We really do. We're sick of watching these monsters. We're uh, we're sick of being ruled by these monsters, these creeps, these pedophiles and perverts, this Epstein class. We're tired of it. And we want, even, and what we do to make ourselves ready for that is we perfect our craft. And part of that is by living according to natural law, you know. Um, uh, Owning our personal sovereignty, not being afraid of it, but owning it and not imposing it on anybody else. Live and let live, except when you have to protect people. I mean, you're not letting somebody live if you're letting some monstrous Harvey Weinstein or Netanyahu or some member of the Jeffrey Epstein class or the P Diddy class. If you're letting them um, hurt other people, you're not practicing natural law. Hey, if you're still watching this, give it a thumbs up, because this is the final outcome, and this is temptation. So it looks like to me like we're gonna get there. We're gonna get to a good place, but we're gonna be tempted. We're gonna be like that guy in the movie The Matrix when he said, "I know this steak is imaginary. I know it's not real, but I want to eat it anyway." You know, that's good. A lot of us are going to be tempted to just go back and just try to unlearn what we've learned, and this modifies our personal sovereignty, our fears of owning our personal sovereignty, and that's saying that if we get over that fear and become our own masters and become our own leaders, we're gonna have we're gonna be able to have what the astrology is promising right now, and that's abundance. And this modifies the astrological energies, and that's saying that we've planted the seed, but we've got to wait for it to come to fruition. We have to have patience. Bunch of you still watching, so please give it a like if you're still here. And this modifies. This is a strong reading. This is a strong reading. A lot of major arcana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 6 so far. Or no, and we got one more card left. But this is the Hierophant, and that is I think what that's saying is that karma's going to bite the Hierophants in the ass. So the Hierophants are the class, the Epstein class that imposes its personal sovereignty on everybody else. Thank you, Karen. And seriously, you know, I should be anchored in some harbors in Dublin, in some anchorages in Dublin, or near Dublin, in the next 4 months or so. Anyway, just look for a boat that's got a lame old bald lunatic on it. All roads lead to Rome. And hopefully it'll have a gloriously beautiful Norwegian woman on it too. And say hi. And this modifies the devil, the temptation we're going to face. And what I think is that's saying that if we become the compassionate leaders that we were meant to be in this world and act on our passion for doing what's right, and we can put that to good use, because we've got, if we own our personal sovereignty, we're going to get real earth energy, real earth power, and we'll be able to, and if we avoid the temptation, we have to avoid the temptation to go back to the matrix, to go back to just say, oh, we're tired of being our own leaders. We want the Epstein class to come back and rape the children and be our leaders and take care of us like they take care of us so well right now, right? If we avoid that temptation, we can really enjoy this world that we create. So anyway, that's what I think the cards are saying. If you have any questions, ask now, since I'm not reading. It says defo or trunk gog hair, ha ha. We have many bald men in Dublin. Yeah, sorry. Oh, it's done. I'm sorry. I need to brush up on my Irish, but not on boats. So yeah, I'll be alone with an American accent, maybe all over Europe accent. Actually, I have my accent is probably more Canadian, because I was married to a Canadian for over 20 years, and I was I was born like 25 kilometers south of the Canadian border in the hinterlands of Minnesota. So yeah. So I'm glad you don't have I will be the bald guy out there then. I will. There is none good, no, not one, only one God, Jesus Christ. And hi. So thank you all for watching, and again, subscribe, share this, because we're getting banned out to hell and back. So let's and like it and share it, and I appreciate it that you're all staying around here. It's a little hot today in the cockpit, because I get a nice breeze up here, but down here behind the cabin it's a little hot. So I'm gonna just wander around a little bit and show you this world I'm in. Look at this place. I mean, is this just the most spectacular place? There's a trimaran over there with it looks like when I was in the Florida Keys, I don't know, about 5-6 years ago, there was a boat that came from Cuba. It was a little boat. It was about it was a I mean it was like the boat I learned to sail on. Like a 23-foot sloop. And they came over with 121 people aboard, and it. I don't know how the hell they got that many people on board, but they got to Key West, and they got to the north side of Key West, the north east side. And they just ran it aground, and everybody ran to land. And apparently, once they were on land, they were okay. They were able to stay. I think that was probably when Biden was president. I don't know. I I don't even remember, to be honest with you. I didn't really pay. Like I don't. I don't. I don't vote. I'll be honest with you, because it's like I just can't see that one pedophile is that much better than the other, that I should like encourage the bastards. You know what I mean? That's what I feel like. I feel like I'm just encouraging the Epstein class pedophiles by voting. So I haven't voted for a while, and it's like I give a shit if it's Biden shitting his pants, or if it's Trump invading one country, or Obama invading another. It's like, I do give a shit. I think it's terrible, but I just don't really see that there's any good options. So anyway, a lot of you are still here. So apparently my shadow banning, maybe that was just somebody who was trying to get me to cancel my channel or something. uh, um, there's a bunch of boats going by, so I'm just holding this is called the princess seat. This is the dolphin chair. You sit up here and you can watch the dolphins. It's a really beautiful place to watch the dolphins when you're sailing. I like to come up here, and when I'm in calm seas and the sails are nice and set, I like to come up here and just sit and watch the water go by when I got to, let the autopilot take care of everything. It's a beautiful life. But you know what? If I end up in Norway living in a house with with the most wonderful human I've ever met on this earth, I'll still have the boat, but I won't live on the boat. I'll be perfect. Oh, look at my little sweet. First mate's coming out. I'm going to sit down so she can come up and snuggle me while I talk. She's such a sweetie. So anyway, this is. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate this. And you can hear the music coming from that party boat. It's the guy that owns the party boat's pretty cool. He owns the dinghy dock, and he's got an old shovelhead Harley. He's a pretty cool guy. His English is pretty good. Most people in Panama speak pretty good English. And you probably, if any of you were actually listening, nobody had signed in yet when those people came asking for water. But oh, sorry, I should be reading. You guys are saying a lot here. Oh, big blue sails. I will keep watching. Yeah, no, my sails are actually white, but yeah, they've got a big eye on one of them on my mainsail. It's like I didn't put it there. It's almost kind of an Illuminati-looking symbol. It's a little creepy, but it's a good sail. I got new sails in this thing, so I'm gonna live with it, because a new sail is probably about $7,000-8,000. So, and this one's got at least 10-15 years in it. So we're gonna be sailing around with that Illuminati eye for a while. And I look forward to meeting, I'm here waiting to get a little work done, and I've been, this beautiful archipelago where I'm living. So there's like nice islands and anchorages and beaches and stuff to go sail to all the time. And but I'm looking forward to getting out and getting over to the. I'm looking forward to Ireland and Scotland. I might visit the Isle of Man too. Fire sign, yeah. Israel is a great military power as long as the USA. Yeah, yeah. We pay for Israel's IDF. Um, the Yeah. Anyway, I was talking about this Israeli crew I had one time, and he was just not a he was not an easy person. He was not a easy person to be around. Um, we were going down the river, like we went on the from Chicago down to Mobile on the river system, which is a real horrible thing to do on a keelboat. It was in a big old sailboat, kind of like that one over there. And sailboats and keelboats and rivers don't pair well. But there's a lot of barge traffic. I mean, a lot of barge traffic. And he would get on the radio and start yelling at the barges because, the guys running the barges were quite nice. They would say, they would, you talk to them and you just be polite and nice, and there'd be all these kind of hillbillies guys down south, and they'd say stuff like, "Y'all come by me on my one or my two," or like they call starboard. I think starboard is one and port is two, or vice versa. Anyway, they'd say, "Yeah, y'all." I'd say, which side would be better to pass you on my radio?" And they'd say, "Oh, good buddy, just come by me on my one, and you got plenty of depth for that keel boat." And he would get on, and his main language was Hebrew, and he'd get on and he'd start yelling at him, just like, "You so stupid, you such stupid man, you stupid man. How come you so stupid? You don't give me room, you stupid man." And he didn't get a lot of good response from those people. Yeah, okay, be easy to notice. Yeah, yeah. And I got a big. It's a Viking themed boat. So since I was buying a boat sail to Norway, I thought it was the right boat. Uh, the Isle of Man. Yeah. I have sailor friends that live on the Isle of Man. I would love to go there for the tourist trophy, the TT races. Got to have a beautiful day. Well, thank you all for watching, and those of you that are still around, I've been just rambling here. I don't blame anybody for running away, but if you're still around us, again, give it a like and a share and subscribe. Thank you all for watching so long, and it was great to meet some of you, and Woody Harrelson. You know what? I think Woody Harrelson is actually might be one of the few people in Hollywood that isn't in the Epstein class, but I don't know. I could be wrong, but I'd like to think he actually seems pretty decent. Um, and y'all take care, and I will see you again tomorrow.